Bread and Jam is a two-day conference for emerging and scaling food and drink brands. It takes place in October at the Institute of Director. The essence of the conference is giving food and drink entrepreneurs the skills and a bit of training to help them grow and scale. I'm a food and drink entrepreneur myself. I've been doing it for about 15 years, and observing the industry, I've seen that a lot of food and drink brands at the initial stages have very similar issues. They face very similar problems. And so what I want to do is give people the training to overcome some of those basic issues. So one of the other things that I've observed about the food and drink community is that they're very willing to help and support each other. And being a food entrepreneur who's kind of got a lot of experience under their belt and a lot of war wounds and stuff, one of the good things about that, of messing up and screwing up and stuff, is that you can share some of your wisdom with the people who are coming up, with the emerging brands. And so I've realized that the community is really keen to share their experience and knowledge. And I've harnessed that into a Facebook group. It's a simple Facebook forum. It's called the Food Hub Forum, and we've got nearly 4,000 food and drink entrepreneurs on there sharing information. A shout goes out saying, oh, I need a barcode, or I need some insurance, or I'm pitching to Ocado tomorrow, what should I do? I mean, you should prepare a bit more than a day in advance, but it's a really supportive, collaborative community that's sharing information and contacts. The world of challenger brands is very difficult because we've got, on the one hand, we've got the big multinational corporates producing their brands, and then on the other end we've got the supermarket own labels cashing in on the innovation. But the actual innovation is really coming from these emerging challenger brands. They're fast and nimble, they can react to kind of trends and things that are going on in the world, they can pivot very quickly. But they have their own unique set of issues and challenges. The main one being the lack of finances and resources. So that's one of the biggest challenges. Tied in with that is the challenges of upscaling and finding manufacturers. Going from the kitchen table to larger production is a huge challenge. So one of the biggest challenges for challenger brands is finance. And I think that crowdfunding is a huge opportunity for our community, because you can run a business for 6 to 12 months, put quite a meaty valuation on it, and then crowdfund, where you're getting great investment, but you're also creating a kind of whole tribe of ambassadors for your brand. So it's a really good opportunity for our community. What buyers want from food entrepreneurs is a bit of a controversial thing, because I think in their mind, or rather maybe in their heart, they want one thing. They want innovation and excitement and something really new that no one else has. But actually in their head, they are typically very risk adverse. So they'll go for something safe. So they'll go for a brand that has got a bit of a reputation or a track record or a bit of experience under its belt. But I have been told by so many buyers, really senior buyers, that they really want innovative products. The supermarkets are so competitive at the moment with each other. They all want a point of difference from everyone else. So I know a lot of them are looking for kind of exclusive deals with people where they can have a relationship with a brand for 12 months or 6 months that no one else has. So that's definitely one thing that they're looking for. My 3 top tips for someone who wants to launch a food or drink product would be, the first would be actually more about starting a business rather than specifically in food or drink. And I'm quite a believer in having a co-founder, or at least someone who's on the journey along with you. I've run businesses on my own and with people, and I think having someone beside you that you kind of want to impress is always a really good start. I think that there are 2 ways that you can kind of start a food business. You could or be inspired to start a food business. One is that you have a product that you're completely passionate about. Maybe it's your grandma's jam recipe or a tea that you found in Taipei. So that's one motivation for starting a food business. Another motivation for starting a food business might be when you spot an opportunity or a gap in the market. And I personally think that that is a lot, you have a lot more chances of succeeding if you see an opportunity rather than something that just comes from a passion. You need to see the opportunity and a passion.